everybody? It's your boy King David the Warrior, and today I'm doing another my thoughts on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So just recently, I saw the new trailer, the new version of the trailer for Episode 9, and it's called D23. So in this trailer, I saw some amazing scenes that honestly gives me hope that this last movie, will make The Last Jedi look like a pile of doo-doo. So, first of all, there are spoilers. And if you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, I suggest you do so before watching the rest of this video. If you have seen the trailer, then stay tuned. So anyway, there are a few things in the trailer that really caught my attention. And let's see, where do I begin? Yes, here's the first one. C-3PO with red eyes. Now, this strongly tells me that C-3PO is either going to become a bad guy or was secretly a bad guy since episode 1 or 2, or maybe since episode 5, when Darth Vader came across C-3PO in the comics. So is it possible that C-3PO has been a secret agent? Has he been recording everything that's been going on? And are we about to see him for who he really is? Or is he going to be possessed, as some people will say? I'm afraid we're not going to really know until we see the movie. But it really, really has my attention. Next, we have a fleet of old Imperial Avenger class Star Destroyers, like the ones we saw, or like the one we saw at the beginning of episode 4, which is also the original. So a lot of people are probably wondering, where on earth has Palpatine been hiding these Star Destroyers for all these years? Even after the fall of the Empire, Emperor Palpatine somehow hid this whole fleet of old Star Destroyers in a part of the galaxy that no one was able to see. Like, how exactly were they able to stay hidden all these years? Don't they get hungry? The people operating these ships? And how do they still have fuel? Like, does the planet below them give them everything they need for all these years? And how on earth did they manage to stay undetected for so long? It really baffles me. Like, how even? And if you have, and for those of you who have seen the trailer, we all know that it appears our resistance friends are going to be going up against this fleet. Which kind of gives me that feeling of the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi. It's going to be that battle all over again, only without the Super Star Destroyer, as far as I know, because I don't see no Super Star Destroyer in there. So yeah, and look, all this lightning. All this lightning makes me wonder what if the place they're at is some part of Kamino? Because if you saw episode 2, you'll know that Kamino is the only planet in the movies that has continuous thunderstorms. So what if this is it? What if this is Kamino? I mean, I know in one scene Kylo Ren appears in the exact same location, but what if there actually is land on Kamino and it's not all water like we thought? Who knows? We're gonna have to wait till the movie. Next we have is this mysterious red laser that is either shooting at the ground or water. I'm not entirely sure what it's shooting at, but it's a big red laser. And it kind of reminds me of the laser that was fired from Starkiller Base. Now, what exactly is this laser coming from? Now, we haven't seen the movie, so of course I don't know the answer, but could it be from a Star Destroyer? Could it be from a Resistance capital ship? Is it some kind of drill? Or is it like one of those machines or satellites that we saw? Well, those of you who've played Star Wars Battlefront 2 and played the story mode, the Empire had these satellites that were causing some crazy storms. So what if this laser is coming from that? Once again, this is something we're going to have to wait till the movie comes out to find out. Up next, we have this scene. Now, for those of you who don't recognize it, this is the wreckage, surprisingly, of the second Death Star after the explosion. So apparently, when the Death Star exploded, it didn't completely vaporize like we once thought. It seems huge chunks of it survived the explosion and has now crash landed in this ocean that I did not know even existed on Endor. So, and of course, the main attraction we have here is Kylo Ren fighting Rey once again, just like in The Force Awakens. Now, a few people pointed out how interesting this scene is because it's the reverse, kind of the reverse of the lightsaber duel on Mustafar when Anakin took on Obi-Wan. So instead of fire and lava, we got water. Now, the question is, will this fight be the last fight? Will Kylo Ren and Rey either join forces in the end? Will they kill one another? Because I know this has to be the last fight. I mean, it is the last movie, so, who knows how this will end. And now for the piece of resistance. Dark Rey, or Darth Rey, I should really say. So, like I said, for those of you who saw the trailer, apparently Rey, I don't know if this is a vision or not, but Rey turns to the dark side. And she pulls out this not old, really, a remake of the twin, what's it called? The twin dual lightsaber, like what Darth Maul had in episode 1. Except this one is a flip saber. It's a flip lightsaber. You have to watch the actual trailer to see that. So, a dozen questions is coming out of this scene, like, is it possible that Rey really is a descendant of Darth Sidious, aka the Emperor? Or is it possible that she's a clone? Is it possible or that this is a vision? I'm afraid all these questions won't be answered until the movie actually comes out. But this is really interesting. I mean, what if it is a clone? Or what if she's possessed by Emperor Palpatine? Well, I mean, I guess it would make sense because Kylo Ren, we expect him to turn to the light side, so maybe Rey's turning to the dark side. It kind of makes sense when you think about it. But once again, gotta watch the movie. And so, guys, that concludes my part 2 of my thoughts on Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. My final thoughts on this movie will not be until after I see it in December. So, I really hope it's going to be better. Honestly, that it's going to be really good compared to The Last Jedi. Because remember, this is the end of the main series. So I really hope that this movie will not disappoint. And based on the trailer, it doesn't look like it will. So I'm really hoping for the best. Give me the best. Yes, so anyway, that concludes the video for today. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Shalom.